What you need in the building? What's happening, guys? It's extremely hot, so I'm going to turn on the fan. You might hear background noise. Apparently, Roy Jones Jr. Apparently, Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson is going to be an official fight. It's not going to be an exhibition anymore. I'm not too sure how that works out. So you can get a clear, distinct winner, I guess. I don't know which commission's going to sanction that. I don't know if that's the right way to go. I did report on this. The Blue Blood Sports TV put it out first. I wasn't too sure. I don't know if it was a rumor or not. Then I say, IQ Sports TV doing the same. Here's what I was saying. The whole point behind it being an exhibition fight was to get past the sanctioning bodies. Just allowing two old guys to fight. I guess those guys are so competitive and so serious about it. Probably particularly Mike Tyson's camp. That they're gonna have it as a real fight. Now, AQ Sports TV said something that was interesting. He said, if this was Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement to face another guy, it would have been a problem because it could be a blemish to Mayweather's record. It's no problem. I don't think so. See, I don't think like how you guys think in this respect. Mayweather ain't going to no fight to lose. That's the first thing. Second thing, because of his record, because of his cachet, he would be calling the shots. Mike Tyson's calling the shots on this Roy Jones Jr. fight. So, that's point number 2. And point number 3, Mayweather's not afraid to lose his own. Never has. Otherwise, he wouldn't face the competition he's faced. Not afraid to lose his own. The thing about him is his preparation and the way how he goes about as he's dealing with Tank right now. Mayweather's all business with Tank. And he always treated boxing like a business. It's work. It had nothing to do with how I feel and if I'm up for a fight, all that bullshit. Because he always stayed ready. He treated boxing the way you're supposed to treat boxing. And even some of the old OGs didn't do the shit that he was doing. I listened to Alex Ariza. Alex Ariza said Mayweather's always willing to push the boundaries and excel himself, push himself further. So he explored all kinds of different options of how to get his training to the next level. Prepare for a fight. Always curious about that. So Mayweather, if he was going to come out of retirement and face anyone, he's not looking to lose. He doesn't have losing in his mind. That's what a lot of you guys don't realize. A guy with that kind of confidence, who knows in big fights what to do, exactly what to do to prepare for a big fight. There's no losing in his mind. He only is a winner, and he knows how to win when it comes to boxing. That's what you guys don't understand. Think about Andre Ward. Does Andre Ward think about his undefeated record when he goes into a fight a guy? No, he's looking to win. He prepared himself to win. These guys don't think about losing. A lot of you fans get a little bit afraid and you panic for these guys. Oh, don't let him come back in boxing. 50-0 is great. Listen, for guys like that, they don't think like that. All right? Now, Mayweather's career is over. That might be so. But if Mayweather ever came out of retirement to face anybody, you're guaranteed he knows what it takes to beat anyone. Because the things he was going to put himself through and his body through in a smart way, guys don't do that. He takes himself to a place mentally, spiritually, and physically them guys don't do. That's why he told you the secret. He outworked everybody in the game. He outworked everybody in the game. He had a good team behind him, and he outworked everybody in the game. He told you what it was. He told you the secret was his mind. He has a very strong mind. He's very sharp, and he's very smart. And the body just had to go with the mind. So he had to push the body, and by pushing the body, he pushed the mind. He told you his secret. So he don't have a strong mind like that is not thinking about losing. It's nowhere in that mind because that mind knows how to win. When he said, excuse me, hold on a second. When Floyd Mayweather said he's the best ever, what a lot of you guys don't understand, this is not Rocky Marciano, ladies and gentlemen, who gets knocked down and he has a bull mind. This is a man who has been, Oscar De La Hoya said it, many boxers have said it. They say he's very smart in there. They will also say he's very calculated. Floyd's not a guy that doesn't know what he's doing and just fighting off of intuition. This is a man who's a scientist. This is a man who knows a proven formula, a proven way to win fights. Okay? You can't put Floyd in the same category of the guys before him. He's different. Very strategic. How he has people around him, how he approaches fights, etc. Especially with his bad hands, his bad arms, he learned to be even more deliberate in what he does. Okay? So what you guys have witnessed is just different. And I try to explain this to people. A lot of people think I'm talking about a superhero, somebody out of this world. He's not out of this world. He's a human being. He can get beat like everybody else. But the man's approach to the sport is unparalleled as of now. And he's right now trying to share that with the next generation. And all the haters and detractors can say what they want. This guy's on another level. He took boxing to a whole other level. And a lot of people do not appreciate that. All right? Too bad he had bad hands and bad shoulders. I want to talk about Pacquiao had a bad hand. That's an excuse. This man fought a fight against Carlos Hernandez, who was a bull coming at him all the time, with 2 broken hands. Okay? 2 broken hands. So this is a man who knows how to get the win under any circumstance. He may not look pretty doing it, but he knows how to get the win. And those experiences prepared him for anything you could throw at him. Anything. Okay. So Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson. That it becomes a registered legal fight that's sanctioned by who, I don't know. May not be the major sanctioning bodies, maybe a minor sanctioning body, whatever it is. It will allow a winner. Now, no longer will be an exhibition as advertised. How do I feel about that? A professional boxing fight, if the sanctioning body can sanction it, good for them. Just conform to the conventional rules unless somebody wants to change something up. So go down on their record. I'm not mad at it. That's a great thing to have on your record. Whether you win, lose, or draw, Roy to have Mike Tyson on his record, Mike Tyson have Roy on his record. Great stuff. My question is, which sanctioning body is going to allow that fight to happen? That's the catch. Because I don't think sanctioning bodies allow guys 50-something years old to fight. They know they'll be responsible for them. So that's dicey. But if they're allowed to do so, more power to them. It makes this a real fight. This is not, even though we said exhibition, it was really a real fight. We were really trying to put down something. And unfortunately, this is going down on their records. All right. Me personally, it means the fight will be a pay-per-view fight. A legitimate pay-per-view fight, and I hear there'll be a belt on the line. My thing is, who they pick as a referee is going to determine how safe the fight is, how the fight plays out, and they'll have to get judges as well. I always thought that the fight would go the distance. I still maintain that, even though with 10-ounce gloves, Mike Tyson's going to have the advantage in terms of power, I think. I may be wrong. What would be scary is if Roy hurts Tyson and stops Tyson. That would be scary. Because Tyson hasn't been in there for a while. So it can go both ways. Both guys can hurt each other pretty bad. We need a referee that can stop the fight at the right time. So, as I see it, if it's legitimate. If it's an exhibition and you have legitimate fights on the card, that's different. Me personally, it's up to the fighters what they want to do. If they want to have each other's names on their legacies, win, lose, or draw, kudos to that. You know what I mean? They're getting in pretty good shape, so I'm happy for that. And we'll see. I mean, if it's an actual fight, it's legitimizing it as a fight. We'll have to see how that works out and pans out for them. You know, a legitimate boxing fight. I'm still paying to see it regardless. Just looking forward. So that's what I gotta say. 8 Guys Sports TV was talking about it, and I was just thinking around. You know, they said they wanted to have a rumor was they would have to have a legitimate fight with some sanctioning body. But I have to see who the sanctioning body is first. Because there's a couple of caveats I have with that. If you're gonna have it a legitimate fight with a sanctioning body and you're getting ranked and all of that, is this person gonna move on to try to face actual heavyweights or actual lightweights, light heavyweights? That's what Tyson wins. He's gonna try to face an actual heavyweight out there, or is he probably gonna face Vander Holyfield? If Roy wins, did that set him up for a legitimate fight against Bernard Hopkins? You know, that's the question that kind of crosses my mind when I think about these kinds of fights. You know, so I don't know. We gotta wait and see. You know, how this all pans out. If it's a legitimate fight, you know, and not just an exhibition fight. Which, if I were them, getting back into boxing, I would do a couple of exhibitions first before I think about even trying to share them. But just because it's Roy, they're more or less from the same era, and no harm really done. Right, them facing each other, you know, to go try to mess with a young cat. No, that's work. But considering everything, it's not as dangerous as people make it out to be. Mainly because they're both around about the same age, from the same time. It was a young cat now. That's dangerous. You know. So I'm not saying it's not dangerous. It's very dangerous. I'm talking about a full-fledged career heavyweight versus a lightweight who balloons up a bit, cruiserweight, but he's not really a heavyweight. You know, so it is a dangerous fight for Roy. But not more dangerous than Deontay Wilder versus any heavyweight, you know? It's going to be something like that. So, I mean, Wilder has punching power, but he didn't box as good as Roy. So, Roy will know how to find his way around the ring and make it competitive and give us a good fight. Mike Tyson doing what Mike Tyson do. Right? So that's all I got to say for now. There's some other videos I'm going to talk about, but I took about 20 minutes to do this one, so how much you need? Peace.